Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Arts Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Dolly. So I mentioned this a while back on one of my Tuesday, hey, here's what's coming out streaming. Seann William Scott's in it. The only reason I'm watching it, it might be scary. It's 5.3 on IMDb, 1,206 people rated so far. It's a B horror type film. A young woman is abducted by a monstrous figure intent on raising her as his own child. I don't know. It's only like an hour and 20 minutes long, so I'm in the mood for a short movie, and I thought this might be it. So I'll let you know if it's worth watching. I have no idea. Stick around. I'll be back.
Subscribe.
Hey, everybody, we're at the credits of Dolly, and good short little film, horror film, body horror. It's pretty messed up, kind of original. Never seen anything like this one before. You get the very similar premises than other ones. So you got like some weird family in the woods. And I'm just gonna say, right, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Short film, whatever. I won't ruin the ending, but anyway, I'm gonna talk openly. But yeah, so this couple goes out in the woods. There's a strange family, namely a grown adult daughter, in a sense, who has a porcelain doll, and you can see it on like the cover art. And something happened to the mother, and so burying the mother, Seann William Scott walks up on her, not happy about it, and then boom, starts taking care of him, and then goes after his girlfriend, and that's she's trying to make her a doll, essentially. I forgot to mention in the beginning this Ethan Suplee. I think that's what you say. It was in this. He was Remember the Titans. I think his name is Earl. He was also in that. Looks a lot different in this one. Obviously older, but a little different figure, nicer figure. That was strange. Anyway, you know what I mean? A better figure. But I won't go down his path. But ultimately, trying to make this girl her doll, and feeding it, changing the diaper, all that kind of stuff. But so it's really, really strange. And the girl's got to fight for survival. So that kind of stuff you see all the time, right? With these weird people, like it's like almost like Leatherface, and from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but Leatherface was just killing him. But they're very similar, chasing her, whatever. And the whole time she makes not a lot of great decisions in order to try and get away. I don't know how good I would be at making decisions, but you pick these things up when you're watching a movie. But I get it. I mean, if she gets away right away, the movie's over. So she's got to make bad decisions and stuff like that. But um, and we're talking openly. I thought the whole window thing, like she should have done that from the jump, right? That would have been my at least see what you're looking at and then go for it. And then they showed this goofy background while she was falling. I thought that was silly. I don't know why they did that. Just boom. And poor Seann William Scott character, I mean, guy, oh man, oh jaw hanging off, broken leg. I don't know why he laid there and took the shovel to the leg. I mean, you gotta move at that point. You gotta figure something's gonna happen. I get it, you can't hold this part back, but when that happens, you're like, oh. But anyway, crawls himself all the way there for, to try and rescue and actually has no impact. You know what I mean? Like maybe stalled her for a minute, but has really no impact. So I can feel bad, like, okay, he's gonna risk his life and his life to save her. No, not the case. Just accepted more pain by dragging himself all the way through the woods just to have it ripped off at the end. Although his eyes are still open, so we never know. But this movie does set up for two things. One, a sequel, I think, right? I think that's possible. Um, but they, Dolly isn't necessarily. We don't know. But then I think what a great movie, and call me if you want my advice, but a prequel, right? Let's see how Dolly became Dolly. Let's see what happened to the mother, Ethan Suplee, whatever his name is. Say Dupree. Um, I mean, and you can lump that in so you can get that whole story, the whole backwoods story with them to see how they came to be. But then you can do the other story of Seann William Scott, his daughter, and his girlfriend, and how they came to be and how they come to collide. And the ending of the prequel is with him dropping off his daughter. Boom, and that rolls right in. I think that would be, like they're the pieces I think about, right? Like you happening simultaneously. You're seeing these two date and get a great relationship going, thinking about marrying her, buying the ring, all that stuff, and then you show the other family and what they're going through. You know what I mean? And then I think that's what you got to do. But I don't know if this is a prequel or something like that. Hold on. Sorry, I said prequel. I meant like a post-credit scene. Nothing major. No, not great. But there you go. That's what I got for you. You don't have to stick around for the final credit scene. That's not that big of a deal. But now the movie wasn't fantastic. Oh, and the other thing I want to mention, how gritty the film was. When I say gritty, like I don't know, the clearness of the film. I don't know what that's actually called, but they make it look like an older horror film, like like the 1974 Chainsaw Massacre, because they didn't have all the technology. It's like that grittiness to the film. So I like that aspect. I thought that was pretty good. And there was a couple of silly parts with the camera, the fisheye camera when she's running. I don't like that. The falling out of the window, like I told you, that stuff. But otherwise, not the greatest film, but a good fun film that's short and can set it up, and you can make it even better, with a prequel and a sequel if you want to. There you go. Call me. All right, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.